Every adventure requires a step into the unknown. The Astral Plane's narrative expansion focuses on mid to late game exploration content. Travel to other dimensions to discover over 30 new branching storylines, 8 relics, 4 civics, the Rift World origin, and new music composed by Andreas Waldorf. The Custodian team has completed a consolidation of revamp of the leaders. General and admirals have been merged into a single commander class, and some of the tasks previously performed in envoys are now part of the official class. Any leader now become a sector of planetary government, focusing on bonuses appropriate to their class. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. Speakers. There we go. Martial law for commanders, economic bonuses for officials, or assist researchers for scientists. The Minister of State Council position has been added to assist diplomatic corps by many leaders. Traits have been updated to change during their balancing on some storefronts in the game. Additional content browsers now provide much more accurate and detailed data about the contents for each DLC. You can preview the ship, set, and portraits, and view detailed tooltips for things like origins and civics, letting you make more informed decisions before you consider picking up any of our releases. We've also made a major upgrade to the Outliner, which now supports multiple tabs and much greater customization. Please take a look too at the full patch notes, nearly infinite number of universes. Alright. United Nations of Earth. I think that's what is suggested you play first when you're learning this game. Excuse my voice, I'm sick. So, representatives democracy, democratic. We have something called Beacon of Liberty. The society is a shining beacon of light in the sea of darkness. Liberty and individual freedoms are held in the highest regard here. Monthly unity profess 15%. Empire size from pops negative 15%. Oh, that was the beacon. Idealistic foundations. This society was founded on strong idealistic values. Whether the current government remains true to them or not, the people have not forgotten. xenophile. Increased opinion of other species, cannot use no refugee species, cannot enslave entire species, cannot displace aliens. Trade value plus 10%. Available envoys plus 1. Fanatic egalitarian democratic government form allows utopian living standards. Faction unity gain plus 50%, specialist pop resource output plus 10%. Okay, we come from Earth, human ships. Prosperous unification. The myriad of human nations that constitute the interstellar government are disparate, yet united in purpose. These bipedal mammalians have developed a society that encourages and even thrives individuals' freedoms and cultural differences. As a result of humans tend to integrate well with alien populations. Alright, select that. We're here to Discord. Galaxy size. So we'll just go with all this basic stuff. Civilian, the player gets massive bonuses to their economy, research, and naval capacity, as well as a bonus establishing new contacts. Additionally, aggressive and disruptive AI empires tie up or disable. Okay. I'm gonna go with civilian because I need to learn this game. There's a lot to it. United Nations of Earth. Dolores Mwanga. She's the ruler. Let's see, she's the president. Alright, much has happened since modern humans first emerged in Africa some more than 200,000 years ago. Our kind spread rapidly across most of the globe, and soon the first civilizations took form. Scientific progress has been swift, though not without cost. Wars claimed millions of lives even before the atom was tamed, and the turmoil of the 21st century saw mandate of the United Nations gradually expanded in an effort to create stability. By the early 22nd century, the supranational organization had become a de facto world government. Though some still resent the power wielded by the UN, as evidenced during the Mauritanian police action of '88, few can deny the technological breakthroughs that have come out of sponsor research programs with the recent completion of the first true starships. Mankind is about to embark on a new era of space exploration.
Good day, Madam President. I am Veer, a prototype synthetic intelligence. My job is to offer advice and assistance as we seek our destiny among the stars. An excellent decision. You will have my full support. Building a star empire can be a daunting task. To help get things started, I will be providing instructional missions that cover the basic steps necessary to establish ourselves as a successful interstellar power. The technology screen is where we will be directing our research efforts. Technologies are categorized into 3 different fields, with each field typically having 3 available research options.
So I'm picking research speed +5. Naval capacity from soldier jobs +2. Defense army damage +33%. That's a lot. I think. Sounds like a lot. I feel like I should get this geothermal fracking, but powered exoskeleton sounds pretty more human. So we always go for like war and glory, so.
The council screen is where we appoint the leaders who will guide us into the future. Their personalities and traits will influence our empire for good and bad. We can set agendas in order to focus their efforts in a specific area.
A counselor can be assigned or replaced at any time, and they can always fulfill a separate assignment, like piloting a science vessel. The one exception to this is our ruler. Agenda progress is dependent on the counselor's levels, our empire's size, and in certain cases the counselor's ethics. At its end, an agenda can be activated to convert its working effect into a more powerful one, and to make room for a new agenda. Legitimacy indicates the population's opinion of our council's ethics. If a faction's ethics are unrepresented in our rule, their happiness may decrease.
So how do I assign? There you go. Some leaders boast council traits, often more impactful. See.
Council positions grant inherent effects. The higher an assigned leader's skill level, the stronger those effects will become.
This is our homeworld and the capital of our empire. The planet's summary screen, which we are currently looking at, provides an overview of the planet's important statistics and allows us to set a designation if desired, as well as the option to automate the planet.
What does that mean?
We can see the total number of districts this planet can support, how many pops are living on it, and how much food and other resources it produces and consumes. We can also see if the planet is suffering from low stability, and if there is an assigned governor, they are found here.
So we have planetary administration, administrative offices, research labs, commercial zones. So
Colony designation picked automatically. When sector automation is enabled, the planet's designation will be picked in accordance with the sector focus. Click to change colony designation.
Often referred to as the yellow dwarf, the G-star, actually range in color from white to slightly yellow. A sequence of stars fuse hydrogen from roughly 10 billion years before they expand, become red giants, although their lifespans are shorter. K-type stars roll in habitable zones. Development of life.
Via the market screen, we can buy and sell resources. At first, this is merely an internal market, but if enough empires establish contact, I expect they might form some sort of galactic market. The species screen lists all types of nominally intelligent beings we have encountered. We can toggle species to display only citizens of our empire or all known denizens of the galaxy. The situation log displays a list of all currently available special projects, archaeology sites, and various other points of interest. New items will likely appear as we begin exploring the galaxy.
Before we can explore the stars, we need to broaden our view. Thankfully, we have a sophisticated galaxy map at our disposal. To access the galaxy map, you can either press M or the galaxy button at the bottom of your screen. Afterwards, feel free to close the situation log by either pressing ESC or the button in the top right. The situation log displays a list of all currently available special projects, archaeology sites, and various other points of interest. New items will likely appear as we begin exploring the galaxy.
And our science ships are the vessel of choice for such a task. You can identify a science ship by the following symbol.
You can select a ship either from the galaxy map or the outliner. I have updated the situation log with more detailed instructions. It's now time to survey a neighboring star system.
This is our science ship, which is used to survey astronomical objects such as planets in a star system. A planet needs to be surveyed in order to make its resources visible.
Our home system has already been surveyed, so we should focus our efforts elsewhere. With the science ship selected, right-click on a star neighboring our home system and select Survey System while viewing the galaxy map. The ship will now travel to this system and survey all of its planetary bodies. This is our science ship, which is used to survey astronomical objects such as planets in a star system. A planet needs to be surveyed in order to make its resources visible. Our home system has already been surveyed, so we should focus our efforts elsewhere. With the science ship selected, right-click on a star neighboring our home system and select Survey System while viewing the galaxy map. The ship will now travel to this system and survey all of its planetary bodies. You can select a ship either from the galaxy map or the outliner. I have updated the situation log with more detailed instructions. It's now time to survey a neighboring star system.
Now that we have given a command to our science ships, it's time to set off. We will need to unpause the galaxy map simulation before anything can happen. To overcome the vast distances that separate star systems, our scientists have developed the hyperdrive. This device permits travel at speeds far exceeding that of light between systems connected by hyperlanes.
Travel along a hyperlane is extremely fast, but interstellar movement is restricted along the paths of the galactic hyperlane network. Safely entering hyperspace is only possible at the edge of a system, beyond the destabilizing effects of the star's gravity well.
This says, Ruined Century Array. At some point in galactic history, the Vigazar system evidently supported a vast orbital infrastructure of unusual proportions, which has since been systematically demolished. There are large concentrations of debris in the geostationary orbits around most of the planetary bodies in the system, including several massive space station orbits. The largest of these is the Colossal Century Array. Our initial scans suggest that when it was operational, this array was powerful enough to provide real-time sensor coverage of the entire galaxy. To overcome the vast distances that separate the star system.
Travel along a hyperlane is extremely fast, but interstellar movement is restricted along the paths of the galactic hyperlane network. Safely entering hyperspace is only possible at the edge of a system, beyond the destabilizing effects of the star's gravity well. We need to explore our neighboring star systems. To do this, select our science ship, either by clicking on the ship itself, or by selecting the vessel in the outliner. Then click on the survey button in the fleet interface while looking at the galaxy map and select a non-surveyed system with a hyperlane connection to our home system. Our science ship will now plot a course to survey all planetary bodies within this system.
Contact reports remnants. Human xenologists are practically falling over themselves to publish their takes on the recent findings of alien life. This fevered storm in the scientific community has had some negative yet temporary impact on pursuits in other fields.
Human xenologists are practically falling over themselves to publish their takes on the recent findings of alien life. This fevered storm in the scientific community has had some negative, yet temporary, impact on pursuits in other fields. Option: remarkable. Our recent encounter with alien life forms has reignited, and made suddenly more urgent, the old debate on how we should approach contacting any potentially intelligent alien civilizations we may meet. While some advocate focusing on establishing friendly relations as quickly as possible by contacting them with a message of peace, others advise caution, pointing out that we cannot know whether alien minds bear ill intent towards us and that it would be unwise to let them know too much about us before it is necessary. Option 1, we shall greet the Xeno with open arms. Option 2, it is wise to be cautious. Option 3, we must ward off those who would threaten us.
Barren and rocky world with thin or non-existent surface, completely devoid of life, no resources.
Blocker cleared.
The tradition screen displays the tradition trees available to our empire. A tradition tree must first be adopted before any traditions within it can be unlocked.
Adopting a tradition tree or unlocking a specific tradition costs a certain amount of unity, and the price goes up as we unlock traditions and our empire grows. Click select to choose your first tradition tree.
Must build a stable and lasting partnership with our neighbors. Based on trust and mutual respect, together live stronger. This is perhaps the most important purpose of any successful interstellar federation in mutual defense. Its members, diplomatic networking. The influence and prowess of ambassadorial network is a source of great pride in people. So this will actually get me more unity. We believe that the best way to establish trust and engage in an open, honest, direct way. Eminent diplomats. As we take the stars, diplomatic wing has become impactful, important as never before. By overwhelming training resources and focusing on talent retention, we can give a diplomatic and tools that act missionaries for building great relationships. Gaseous planet with an atmosphere primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, surrounding a dense core.
Military fleets are used to protect our emerging empire from threats, or to expand our glorious rule through force of arms, if we so wish.
Our current naval capacity is limited, but it can be increased by researching new technologies, owning additional POPs and building starbase anchorages. We can assign one of our commanders to command a fleet, granting extra military power along with any other bonuses the leader provides.
This is our system's starbase. These upgradable stations mark star system ownership and are most often tasked with producing all types of ships. This is our construction ship, which is used to construct space stations. When an astronomical object, such as a planet, has been surveyed, We can order this ship to build a research station or a mining station to exploit any resources it may have.
Resources, rocky world covered in
Blocker
thick layer
cleared.
of frozen ice. Low temperatures, very thin atmosphere. Yeah, still no research gaseous planet with atmosphere primarily composed of hydrogen. We must build a stable and lasting partnership with our neighbors based on trust and mutual respect. Together we are stronger than we could ever be alone. The influence and prowess of the Embrasil network is a source of great pride to the human people. +3 unity allows advanced diplomatic actions within an embassy. Abnormal conditions. As our science ship scans the surface of Vigazar, it becomes quite clear that we have found something out of the ordinary. Vigazar has conditions unlike anything we've ever seen before. We will surely come across even more irregularities like this as we survey new planets, and should not understand their impact on our expansion. True. Rocky world covered in a thick layer of permanently frozen ice. Low temperature and very thin atmosphere preclude existence of life on the surface. Poor quality minerals, max mining districts, -3. It is unknown to this planet. So poor quality minerals. What is this -3? Oh, hold your horses. Tomb World. What is this? 10% what? 10 habitability value 10% for use. Adoptive plus 10% penalties for low habitable. Release usage plus 90, pop upkeep plus 90, resource jobs name 45, pop growth speed name 40.
We have detected an anomaly.
Weapon trails. Faint traces of weapon radiation indicative of a military spacecraft have been detected on Fitzgar. Oh shit, I better bring in the military.
Faint traces of weapon radiation indicative of a military spacecraft have been detected on Figazar. Our current naval capacity is limited, but it can be increased by researching new technologies, owning additional POPs and building starbase anchorages. We can assign one of our commanders to command a fleet, granting extra military power along with any other bonuses the leader provides.
Mining stations are used to extract the minerals and strategic resources of the object they orbit. I have important information for you.
The anomalies screen lists all as yet unresearched anomalies that we have encountered. Faint traces of weapon radiation indicative of a military spacecraft have been detected on Figazar.
Best way to establish trust is engaging in an open, honest, and direct way. As we take in the stars, our diplomatic being has become important as never before. By overvaluing our training, processing, and focusing on talent retention, we can give diplomats the tools and act true missionaries for building great relationships.
Council agenda ready.
Huh? This is like council agenda. Infinite opportunities.
Construction completed.
The victory screen lists certain conditions that we can strive to fulfill to ensure that the legacy of our star nation will endure. A leader in our empire has reached a new skill level. This will improve upon the bonuses they provide and grant them a new trait.
Badly damaged military vessel.
A badly damaged military vessel bearing elaborate alien insignia circles Figazar. The ship has suffered a heavy incendiary attack which has melted its hull, leaving no survivors aboard. No weapons known to us today can produce temperatures high enough to cause such an effect. Perhaps the ship's logs may shed some light on its violent end. Option 1. Examine the logs. Option 2.
Situation log has been updated.
We have recovered the logs from the wreckage of an alien spacecraft in the hopes that they will tell us something of its final moments. Science Officer AI Situ has flagged that they are quite extensive and may take a while to translate.
The Leaders screen provides an overview of our leaders and lets us hire, dismiss, and manage them.
I don't know what's going on in this game. I need to do a lot more research. I'm so sick and I'm also very tired. So I'm going to...
Construction completed.
Get off right now. So we got shipyard, but... See, like, I don't know where to start. This tutorial kind of sucks, to be honest. I was talking about how good the tutorial is in this game, but it's really shoddy. I'm gonna have to watch some tutorial videos before I play this. I'm gonna take a break.